Well, get ready because it all starts here tomorrow in Siena. It's Strade Bianche 2025 and it's Tadej Pogačar coming back after last year's show, 81 kilometers away solo to win right here behind me. Yes, this is the famous Piazza del Campo where they hold the horse race twice a year. Well, once a year, it turns over to hold and host a cycle race, Strade Bianche. And to get here, well, it's not going to be easy. They start right out of town at the Fortezza, out in the countryside, the beautiful rolling hills of Tuscany, 213 kilometers, around about 82 of that is on gravel. Every year, it's up and up. Every year, this is becoming more and more closer to one of the 5 monuments, not yet at that status, but this has monument status worthiness because Tadej Pogačar showed last year his dominance in this race. Even Tom Pidcock couldn't answer him last year, and he said, "What the?" in response to what Tadej Pogačar was doing. And what Tadej Pogačar was doing was dominating a race, one of the hardest races in cycling, over that white gravel out there in the rolling Tuscan countryside, showing his stuff, why he became a world champion last year, why he won the Giro, why he won the Tour de France. The man was on form. The question is he on form again already at the start of the season, 2025, winning the UAE Tour? This is his second race of the season, the 2025 Strade Bianche, but his first one-day race of the season, starting a one-day race block for Tadej, because after this, well, he's heading over to Milano-San Remo. He won't be butting heads with his #1 nemesis for the Tour de France, Jonas Vingegaard, who has a diet of stage races heading up to the Tour de France. They won't see each other until the Dauphiné if their schedules are as they are. Tadej instead will be aiming at Milano-San Remo, the race he's been wanting to win for years. But on Saturday, here in Siena, here in Tuscany, just down the road from Florence, the heart of Italy, it's Tadej Pogačar trying to repeat the show that he did last year, trying to add his name in the history books alongside Fabian Cancellara as the record holder for 3 wins in Strade Bianche, and perhaps get his marble stone out there on one of the sectors. In competition, who does he have? Well, Kwiatkowski's won here before, Tom Pidcock's won here before. Tom Pidcock comes back now with the new team after so many years at Ineos, now in that new team, Q36.5, and it seems to have given him those Red Bull wings because he's been out and performing well, winning, coming into this race, Strade Bianche flying, and we got a sense of that when we spoke with him there in the mix zone. We were speaking with all the top riders coming in through the mix zone, and Tom Pidcock says, well, we can't guarantee Tadej's going to do the long-range attack like he did in the years before. They're going to keep an eye on him, as too are the other teams, and Tadej Pogačar, well, he's just going to be out there having fun. What's unique about this year, coming back for the 3rd time? Well, I asked him that, and he says, well, it's just a party for him every time. He has friends out there along the course, along those beautiful gravel roads, and it's going to be a stunner out there. Tuscany in these days is just blessed with sunny weather, and it's blessing us with good conditions for a bike race tomorrow. We're not going to have the muddy conditions that we had in the past. You remember Wout van Aert cramping on the way here to Piazza del Campo. Well, we're not going to have that. We're going to have sunny, dry conditions. It's going to make for clouds of dust coming out from behind the riders as they head in around the countryside to get here to Piazza del Campo. A lot of hard racing, and now we have those closing loops out there. For Tadej Pogačar, it's just a party out there on the white gravel roads, hoping to give his friends and family something to remember. And what will be special this year for Tadej? Well, he's in that rainbow jersey, so he wants to win in the rainbow jersey. Why not? But it's not going to be an armchair ride to the finish for Tadej. The teams are going to give him hell. Tom Pidcock, I would keep an eye on him. He was looking good in the opening weekend. He's in that new team, and he wants to show that he's turned the page in his career, left Ineos behind, and he's going to give it to Tadej Pogačar tomorrow. Don't forget, we also have a women's Strade Bianche. Both of those races are live and on demand for our Canadian viewers. I'm going to be here on the ground, interviews for all, so make sure you're checking it out on FloBikes here in Piazza del Campo tomorrow. Will Tadej pull off his 3rd victory? Will Tom Pidcock or someone else perhaps upset Tadej Pogačar's charge to Piazza del Campo here in Siena, Strade Bianche 2025?